And we are back for Game 6 in the semifinals between the Mingo Central Miners and the Herbert Hoover Huskies. The winner of this game will play Logan next in the championship game after we honor Willie Akers on his birthday. And a little insight here, we got to see Willie Akers' grandson play in the last game, Will Akers.
Yep.
That was nice to see. I'm sure his grandfather was happy to see that on his birthday.
Oh, 100%.
And as we have the tip-off getting ready here, that Herbert team, man, last night they were impressive. Really moved the ball really well. And we see Mingo without Jeremy Dillon today.
It's going to be a tough one.
Was not expecting him to not be here. As Mingo wins the tip, it will be Austin Banks with the ball. Drives inside, kicks over to Malam, off the mark. As they have new numbers today. And it will be Grant Bonner walking it up the floor. Bonner stays at the top of the key. Kicks it over to Eli Robertson. Back to Bonner for a three off the mark. And rebounded by Jarius Jackson. Throws it up to Austin Banks. As Banks drives in, he will pull up off the mark. Rebounded by Aaron Banks, the younger brother of Austin Banks. Kicks it out to Jarius Jackson. Stolen away by Evan Booth. And we will see Grant Bonner jog this one up. Kick it over to Cody Morris. Morris to Robertson in the corner for a 3-17 Steakhouse 3. And I'll say that kid was on fire yesterday as well as Cody Morris.
Kid shoots it very well. Played against him this year. Very good kid, too.
And Austin Banks kicks it over to Aaron Banks. Aaron Banks inside to Justin Barker. He just has the layup roll off the rim and rebounded by Chase King. Pushes it out to Cody Morris. Cody Morris, top of the key. Kicks it over to Evan Booth. Evan Booth will kick it cross court to Grant Bonner. Grant Bonner to Elo Robertson in the corner. Robertson fakes the shot. Back to Bonner. Swings it over to Evan Booth for a corner three. Just short. Rebounded by Bonner. Bonner kicks it out all the way to Cody Morris. Fakes the shot. Back to Bonner in the corner. Bonner drives baseline. Kicks it back out to Morris. Ball movement is unreal from this Herbert Hoover team as Eli Robertson just misses the three ball.
Yes, very good ball movement. They play together, man. I look forward to seeing this team play.
They are fun to watch. Some of the best ball movement I've seen in a long time as Banks is at the top of the key with the ball. Guarded by Barker. Kicks it over back to Banks. Banks in the ISO. Screen coming. He pulls a deep three. Just rims out and rebounded by Cody Morris. Cody Morris will push this one down and kick it. No, he fakes it. Drives it all the way in. Kicks it back out to Eli Robertson. Eli Robertson fakes baseline. Gets jammed up here. Guarded by Banks. Aaron Banks with a steal on him. Passes it to Austin Banks. Austin Banks right side. Pushing it up the court. Drives inside. But brings it back out. Throws it into Jarius Jackson. Jackson outside for a three just off the mark from the Mingo Central Miners. And that will be Garrett Moore with the miss. As Robertson inbounds to Bonner. Bonner will walk this one up. And he is at the top of the key. Moore staying in the high post. Over to Robertson. Morris pops out. Kicks it over back to Bonner. Tipped out by Banks. And we have a 3-second call on Chase King. It will be Miners' ball.
Chase King's a very big kid.
And that is the second 3-second call we've seen in this tournament so far.
And Pete's made both of them.
Not surprised. Pete's always ready to count them out. As Banks throws it to the corner to Jarius Jackson. Jarius Jackson to Justin Barker. Pull up mid-range is off the mark. Rebounded by Aaron Banks. Back to Aaron Banks from Garrett Moore. Banks back to Moore. Moore to Banks. Austin Banks drives, kicks it to his younger brother, and it is blocked by King, but we have a foul call by Sean Clark.
I don't totally agree with that one. He met him at the rim.
I think that was a clean block by King, but Sean Clark seems to disagree. So it will be 2 free throws for Aaron Banks. And Banks on the first is up and rolls out.
If I remember, Austin had probably about 30 yesterday.
Austin Banks was very impressive yesterday, never forcing anything, letting it come to him, as his brother Aaron Banks is good on the second. And a slow start to this game, 3 minutes in, and only 1 free throw and 1 three from each team. As Cody Morris pulls a fadeaway three, it is no good. Rebounded by Justin Barker. Austin Banks will go off to the races, pushing this one down. Take it baseline. It's kicked out of bounds, but picked up before it rolls out from Jarius Jackson. Back to Austin Banks. He will drive middle, give it up to Garrett Moore. Garrett Moore fakes the pass, kicks it down low to Barker. Barker goes up strong, rolls off the side of the rim, rebound by Aaron Banks, and he will reset this one at the top of the key. Give it up to Austin Banks. Austin Banks in the ISO, fakes the pull up, over to Aaron Banks. Banks inside the Barker, cross-court pass to the corner for Jarius Jackson, a three, airballed on the front side, rebounded by Chase King.
I look forward for this to get broke open soon. Hoover
And
starts hitting shots.
a cross-court pass, beautiful, from Cody Morris to Eli Robertson for a 3-17 Steakhouse three.
Kid can shoot it, man.
He was hot yesterday. He came in firing today. So far, all the points for the Huskies. He started out yesterday with their first 10, and today he started out with their first 6.
Might see another one. Hit the game winner yesterday also on a step back.
And I was expecting that to come from him as soon as he got the ball.
Yes. Kid's not afraid of the moment at all.
As Banks, guarded by Booth. It is tipped out of bounds on the pass from Banks by Bonner. And we will see Justin May check in as well as
Aaron Banks.
Wesley Burry for the Huskies. And Banks inbounds to Garrett Moore. Garrett Moore all alone at the top of the key. Guarded by Booth. Garrett Moore to the corner to Jackson. Jackson in the ISO, guarded by Robertson. Over to Banks. Banks drives inside, snatches back, fakes the pull-up, goes to the corner for Justin May, shooting a corner three, and it will roll out after hitting the wire. And we will see the Huskies inbound. Burry throws it into Bonner. Bonner guarded by Moore. Bonner over to Booth. Booth guarded by May. Throws it cross court to Eli Robertson. Eli Robertson looked like he wanted that shot, but he will give it up to Morris. As Robertson is open, drives inside of the paint. Pull up mid-range jump shot is up and rolls in. And once again, Eli Robertson starting out hot for this Huskies team with every point so far.
Yes. Scores it at a high level. Going to play college at UC.
Definitely well-deserved.
Yes. It's a preferred walk-on. He'll get a scholarship, I think, this year. As all the transfer portal players.
Banks will give it up to Moore. His three is no good. Rebounded by Morris. Robertson walking this down in transition. Double tween. Gives it up to Booth. And to a wide open Bonner in the corner. Just rims out. Barker with the rebound. Will give it up to Austin Banks. Banks, right side wing, will pull a 3-17 Steakhouse three. And a lot of these fans and players on the Mingo team are just waiting for him to get going.
Yes. He's their spark, man. If he gets going, their whole team gets going.
He is hard to stop as we see Morris give it up to Robertson for a wide open three. Just rolls out. And Barker with the rebound.
Yes.
Austin Banks guarded by Robertson. He will drive this inside. Fake the pull up, drop it off to Moore. Moore just loses it, and a grab by Morris. Fakes the behind the back pass, throws it up to Bonner for a wide open layup. It's goaltending on Jarius Jackson. And that will be a 10-4 lead for the Huskies. As we see Aaron Banks check back into the game, as well as Matt Justice for the Huskies. Banks for the Miners. And Aaron Banks will bring this one up, guarded by Justice. Kick it over to his brother Austin Banks. Inside to Barker, outside to May for a corner 3-17 Steakhouse three from Justin May.
He can shoot it. Shot a well ball against us here last time he played here.
And Eli Robertson will give it up to Morris. Morris guarded by May. Over to Bonner. Back to Morris. Morris drives. Kicks it back over to Bonner for a wing 3-17 Steakhouse three from Grant Bonner.
Once he gets going, his team's going to get going real quick. He played really well yesterday.
He showed up big time in the later part of the game.
Yes.
As we see Aaron Banks gives it up to Barker, throws it to May in the corner. Jackson with the rebound. Jackson up, contact. He is fouled, and he will shoot 2 free throws here for the Miners.
I'm pretty sure Jarius plays at Potomac State right now. Another college basketball player.
We've seen a lot of former and current college athletes in this tournament so far, and all of them have been very impressive. As we see Jackson at the line, shoots his first. It is up and in. No subs during these free throws. Jackson lines up for a second. It is up and good. And that will decrease the lead to 4 for the Huskies.
It's a very good competitive game going on.
Grant Bonner will walk this one up, give it up to Burry, back to Bonner. Bonner over, cross-court pass to Justice. Justice fakes the shot, kicks it out to Morris. 53 seconds on the clock. Robertson guarded by May. Back to Morris. Guarded by both Banks brothers. Good pass from Morris inside to Burry. Wide open on the backdoor cut. It is up and in.
It's beautiful. He gets his team going before he gets going.
And I don't know.
Best thing about him.
I don't know about you, Derek, but watching this kind of offense, I love seeing a team move the ball like that.
Oh,
it's
great.
good to see from the current ISO stage that we're in with basketball.
Yes.
As we see Jackson double teamed in the corner. Back to Austin Banks. Banks will give this up to Barker inside. Over to Aaron Banks, excuse me. Aaron Banks on the wing, guarded by Robertson. To Barker in the corner, guarded by Morris. Barker will drive inside, trying to draw some contact, but Morris will tip this up, and it is a steal. Matt Justice will chase this one down in transition. Banks trying to get a steal. Eli Robertson will step back, fake the three, over to Matt Justice for a wide open corner. 3-17, Steakhouse 3. And going into the second quarter, the Huskies have increased their lead by 9. 18-9, Huskies lead the Miners. After this break, we will be right back here on Mountain Dreams Media. You are watching the Rock the Island Alumni Tournament here in the Willie Akers Arena. Stay tuned. And we are back from the timeout break here in the Willie Akers Arena. 5 minutes and 33 seconds left in the second quarter. The Herbert Hoover Huskies lead the Mingo Central Miners 25-12. And we will see Justin Barker take a break as Jarius Jackson checks back into the game. Cody Morris also going out for Evan Booth. Will Burry checking back into the game. Austin Banks guarded by Robertson. Banks over to his brother Aaron Banks. Back to Austin. Over to Moore. Garrett Moore guarded by Booth. We'll kick it to the corner to Aaron Banks. Aaron Banks inside to Jarius Jackson. Nice pump fake. Jackson up, but contested by Booth. And Jackson will reset this over to Justin May for a 3-17 Steakhouse 3.
Kick and shoot it, man.
And we have Matt Justice guarded by Banks. Over to Burry. Burry over to Robertson for a deep three just off the back of the rim. Tipped out. No call from King. King thinks he was fouled on that, but Banks will take it full court in transition. Tough layup just off the side. Robertson will push this one back down the other side. Right down the middle of the lane. Tough layup from Eli Robertson. Just rolls off the front of the rim. And Aaron Banks will take this one down slow and try to get things set up for the Miners. Garrett Moore on the hash, guarded by Robertson. And a wide 3-2 from the Huskies. Swings it over to Austin Banks. Burry guarding the corner three, double team. Jackson down low in the post, guarded by King. Out to Banks. Banks drives. Throws it back out to his brother Austin Banks for a three off the side of the rim. Rebound by King. King will hold this one up. Give it up to Matt Justice. And Justice will walk this one down the right side of the court. Guarded by Garrett Moore. Justice, cross-court pass to Robertson. Robertson to Burry. Burry will take this one inside. Tough pass to King off of King's shoulder. Moore in transition, pushing it down for the Miners. Over to Banks. Wide open, now contested by Robertson. Three off the side. A little bit hard there from Banks. Rebound by Booth. Throws it to Burry. Burry to Robertson. Robertson in the ISO, guarded by Banks. Drives it baseline. Inside, tough take from Robertson. It will be an and one. And tough take there from Robertson.
Very tough take. He's being very active today, going to the rim.
Done a great job yesterday, and we will see two people check in for the Miners. Justin Barker and a former coach for Mingo. Real good guy, man. Played a lot of pickup ball with him at Whitman.
Yes.
Funny, too.
Very good dude. He's about to get in there and beat and bang with somebody. I'm just going to let them know right now. I've played against him a couple times.
Robertson converts the and one. He usually plays point guard.
He does.
Which is the craziest part. As Austin Banks will bring this one up. Swings it over to Jackson. Jackson back to Banks. Banks back to Jackson. Corner pass for the Miners. Inside down to Barker. Barker out to Banks. Banks will drive. Floater is up and just off the side. Rebound by King. King will bring this one up. Give it up to Booth. Booth, corner for Matt Justice. Fakes the three. Justice guarded by two. In the ISO, off the screen, he will pull behind King. And he will hit another 3-17 Steakhouse 3, and that is his third of the night.
3 for 3, too. Very efficient.
Not many from him yesterday, but today he is really getting things going for this Huskies team.
He didn't play yesterday.
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yep. Just never really shot the ball. But today he is making sure to make them fall as the ball is in the hands of Aaron Banks. Over to Barker, and King will send this one into the crowd almost as it banks off the Logan padding. We will see Mingo inbound.
That's a new kid, Kyle, I think.
He played yesterday, I remember. Number 25, Matt Justice. Called his name out a bunch of times, I promise. As Aaron Banks misses the three. Rebound by Barker. Great pass from Mingo inside for Barker to get a layup off the backboard.
Coach, you gotta get in there and get an assist, man. Making an impact.
And the Huskies lead by 14 with 2:20 to go in the second. Robertson on the wing. In the ISO at the top of the key, guarded by Jackson. Almost loses it, but regains it. Over to Justice. Justice will take another three. 17 Steakhouse three. And that is his fourth of the day in the first half.
4 for 4.
A quiet performance yesterday, but he has showed up today. And yes, a 4 for 4. Need to get that sponsored. As Jackson in the corner kicks it over to Banks. Banks drives inside through the crowd. Kicks it out to his brother Aaron Banks for a 3-17 Steakhouse 3. And Mingo is not giving up anytime soon. Decreasing the lead back to 14 for the Huskies.
They're not going to give up. Going to play hard.
As Robertson, guarded by Banks. Over to Burry. Burry drives, kicks it back over to Robertson. Screen coming from Burry. Inside, drives, guarded by Aaron Banks. Robertson kicks it over to Matt Justice. And another three off the front of the rim from Justice. And the way he's shooting, I thought that one was going to fall as well.
Yes.
As Banks kicks it over to his brother Aaron Banks. Off the mark. Rebound saved by Jarius Jackson into the crowd, but Justice grabs it for the Huskies. He will slow this one up and wait on his teammates to get down court. And he gives it up to Evan Booth. Evan Booth, top of the key, gives it up to Robertson. Robertson guarded by Banks. He will take the ISO here, attack the basket, spin move, fade away. Great drop pass from Robertson inside to Chase King. And that right there shows what an elite guard is.
Yes.
Willing to pass up a shot when they least expect it. Beautiful pass there from Robertson.
It's a very good pass by him.
As Jackson pulls a mid-range jump shot on the baseline, no good. Aaron Banks' layup attempt, put back, is off the mark. We will see Booth rebound and get it out to Robertson in transition. Robertson will take it all the way, tough skip through, and the layup is just short from Robertson.
Coach with the rebound.
And Barker up the court to Jackson. Jackson will take the ISO baseline, step back, kick it back out to Barker. Barker inside to Aaron Banks. Pull-up floater from Banks is off the mark. Rebound tip back up by Banks. No good. It will be out of bounds on the Huskies. Mingo ball, 11 seconds to go in the first half.
Mingo just can't seem to get one to fall right now. He's having a real tough time with it.
We will see Justin May check back into the game for the Miners. Aaron Banks on the inbound. Will throw it into his brother Austin Banks. 10 seconds to go in the first half of Game 6. Huskies up by 16. Banks drives inside, kicks it to the corner. A pull-up three off the side of the backboard, and that will end the first as the ball comes up to us here on the stage. And with that being said, we will take our halftime break here in the Willie Akers Arena. You are watching the Rock the Island Alumni Tournament on Mountain Dreams Media. Stay tuned. And we are back for the second half of Game 6 in the semifinals. Herbert Hoover leads the Mingo Central Miners 36-20. The winner of this game will play in the championship next against the Logan Wildcats. As we see Justin Barker take a 3-17 Steakhouse 3 is good from Barker. Cutting the lead to 13 for the Huskies. We have Grant Bonner bringing the ball up, guarded by Moore. Bonner in the corner to Burry. Burry fakes the shot, gives it down low to King. King in the high post, brings it back outside, guarded by Barker. Over to Robertson. Robertson will take a deep contested 3-17 Steakhouse 3 and put some flair on it after he makes it.
The kid can shoot it, man. Love him.
Hit the Mikael Bridges celebration after he knocked it down. Probably my favorite 3 celebration in the game today. As Moore in the corner. Jackson at the top, gives it inside to Aaron Banks, back to Jackson. Jackson in the corner to Moore. Moore drives, kicks it back out to Jackson. Jackson over to Austin Banks, inside to Aaron Banks. Banks pump fakes, floater up, and rolls out. Rebound by King. King to Robertson. Robertson jogging this one up, in the corner to Burry. Burry will drive in the hole on Banks. Floater is up and just short. Comes off the side of the rim, rebound by Banks. Aaron Banks up to Austin Banks. Banks in transition, gives it up to Moore. Moore to Jackson. Jackson backs it out to the corner. Baseline pass in the low post to Barker. Barker will attack. Layup off. Aaron Banks with a tip in. And Burry will inbound to Bonner. Bonner walking it up at the top of the key. Screen from Robertson. Bonner takes the screen. Robertson pops out. Bonner in the ISO, guarded by Austin Banks. Bonner drives, corner pass to Burry. Robertson grabs it, fakes the shot. Euro step inside, out to Burry. Burry guarded by Aaron Banks. Burry over to Bonner. Bonner loses it off the foot of the Miner. Garrett Moore. Over to Robertson. Robertson guarded by Banks still. Robertson sidestep. Pull up three in Banks' face. Is up and in for a 3-17 Steakhouse 3. And Eli Robertson is a man unleashed today in this game.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that is 6 threes on the day for him.
He is unstoppable right now. Aaron Banks with the ball. Gives it up to Moore. Moore guarded in this high 3-2 from the Huskies. Not playing low at all here. As Moore puts a floater up, it will roll out, but Aaron Banks will grab the rebound. Drop step. Double team contested will put up a tough shot. And a hard-nosed layup there from Banks.
He was very athletic in school, him and his brother.
And he's done a great job from crashing the rebounds. Bonner takes the screen over to Burry. Burry shot fakes back to Bonner. Bonner guarded by Jackson. Bonner will drive inside. Tough layup. They will call a blocking foul on the Miners.
I'll tell you, Austin has developed a pretty good jump shot since after high school. I remember him as a defender, if I ain't mistaken.
Definitely a great player, as it will not be a shooting foul, just a regular blocking on the ground. Bonner will get it off the inbound. Deep three, no good. Rebound by Booth. Out to Burry. Burry out to Chase King for a 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by the Miners. Moore out in transition, goes right into the chest of King. No call. And hard to get a call going into somebody like that with your shoulder down, with him not moving at all. And Bonner will drive. Pull up jump shot is up and rolls in for Grant Bonner. And all these guys on this Husky team shoot the ball very well so far from what we have saw, especially with great ball movement. We will see Matt Justice get ready to suit up and get in the game for the Huskies.
Yes.
Banks in the corner to Barker. Barker drives into Burry, blocked by Burry. But a tough rebound and put back up and in from Justin Barker.
Trying to make it a game.
Grant Bonner walking the ball up the floor, right side. Guarded by Garrett Moore. Screen coming from Burry. Bonner takes the screen. The roll from Burry. Bonner will pull up for a mid-range jump shot. It is up and in from Grant Bonner.
I love people that pull up mid-range. So old school. But
it's a lost talent in the game nowadays. It's either a layup or a 3 every time.
Which I love.
And Bonner getting active on both sides of the floor. A steal from Bonner. He will bring it up himself. Up court pass to Booth, wide open. Booth will drive it to King. King goes up strong, and the layup is up and in for Chase King. And great transition basketball from this Herbert Hoover Huskies team as they increase their lead to 19. Austin Banks will pull down a 3-17 Steakhouse 3 from Austin Banks, cutting the lead back to 16 for the Huskies. Cody Morris getting ready to check back into the game. Eli Robertson will pull a tough 3 off the side of the rim, rebounded by the Miners. Austin Banks in transition will bring it back out to the three-point line. He will pull, and it is off the iron and tipped out of bounds by Aaron Banks. Matt Justice and Cody Morris will check into the game as Chase King and Evan Booth will check out. Also, Justin May checking in for the Miners for Aaron Banks.
Bonner's got some speed to him, too.
A very quick guard. Eli Robertson inbound to Bonner, and Bonner will run this clock a little bit, walking it up, and now we're pushing the pace. Bonner guarded by Moore. Bonner takes the screen, double teamed off of the screen. Cody Morris for a wide open 3, does not take it. I am shocked by that one. Over to Matt Justice, feeding the hot hand. Justice in the ISO, guarded by Barker. He doesn't take the screen, goes up, takes his time, pump fakes, and goes up for a nice little layup there from Matt Justice. And he and Eli Robertson are really going at it today on this Huskies team.
Yes.
And Justin May pulls a 3, no good. Rebound by Jarius Jackson over top of Cody Morris. Austin Banks for a 3-17 Steakhouse 3.
Very surprised that Cody Morris didn't shoot that ball.
I'm also very shocked at the way he shot yesterday, wide open at the top of the key, and no pull from Morris. Good ball movement here from the Huskies. Burry inside to Robertson, just hard on the layup, rolls off. Banks, wide open pull-up 3 in transition is good. A 3-17 Steakhouse 3. from Austin Banks, cutting this lead down to 12.
Keeping them in the ball game, man.
And Mingo, with all the momentum here, may bring them back to single digits shortly.
I'll look for Bonner to try to get a mid-range layup right here.
And Bonner, a tough scoop layup from Bonner, going the opposite way of the screen. Impressive shot from him. Austin Banks bringing it down. Guarded by Bonner in this high 3-2. They have yet to leave this throughout the game.
They're in man-to-man.
Seem to not be worried about the Miners in the paint at the moment. Justin May, hook pass over to Barker for a three just off the front of the rim and out. No good from Barker.
It's like a matchup 3-2 zone, it looks like.
It does indeed. Morris over to Bonner, and a good steal from Garrett Moore. Moore, center of the court, in transition. Moore will pull a three. No good. Barker with the rebound. It's short. Morris tipped it out to Bonner. Rebound by Bonner. Or Morris, excuse me. Tipped out to Robertson. Robertson over to Burry in the corner. Burry will miss the three. Rebound by Austin Banks. Austin Banks pushes it down. Guarded by Bonner. Banks, a tough floater off the glass. No good. Rebound by Cody Morris. And we're seeing this Herbert team start to slow down a little bit on both ends. Not really crashing the boards the way they were at the start.
I'm pretty sure they're trying to conserve some energy at this point.
Which is understandable. Getting ready to play. The winner of this will play a very tough and talented Wildcats team as Cody Morris takes a three off the back of the rim. Rebound out by Bonner. Over to Justice in the corner. Justice will airball the three. Rebounded by Justin May. And May will throw it over to Garrett Moore. Garrett Moore back to May. May will pull a three in transition. It is up and off, but rebound by Jarius Jackson. Jackson guarded by Justice. Inside to May for a pull-up jump shot. Rolls in off the glass. And we have a 12-point lead from the Huskies with 13 to go in the third. Robinson walking this up, holding it for one. Screens coming from Morris. He will take the screen in the ISO, guarded by Barker. Robertson will pull. And it will be an air ball off the right side to end the third quarter. Just a reminder before we go into the fourth quarter break. Fourth quarter, Elam score. 4 minutes, and after that, the first dead ball. 8 points will be added to the leading team score for the Elam score. First team to reach that score will be declared the winner and will play the Wildcats in the championship. You are watching Rock the Island Alumni Tournament here on Mountain Dreams Media. Stay tuned. And we are back for the fourth quarter of Game 6 in the Willie Akers Arena. Herbert Hoover Huskies lead the Mingo Central Miners by 12 as Grant Bonner's three is off the back of the rim. We have a rebound by Barker, pushes it out to Austin Banks, and Austin Banks will slow this thing down for the Miners. And coming down to the final moments here, Derek, up by 12 for the Huskies. What do the Miners need to work on here trying to get back into this game?
Points and stops. Here's the start of it right here. Got to make both of these. Cut it to 10.
That is the basic way to put it. You do need stops and you do need points to come back. So that makes a lot of sense as we see Aaron Banks is fouled underneath on the layup attempt. He will shoot two. And Aaron Banks' first one is up and off the back of the rim. 7 minutes and 35 to go in the quarter, technically. But we will see how that pans out as Aaron Banks' second free throw is up and in. Lead is 11 for the Huskies. Morris inbound to Bonner. Bonner guarded by Banks. As he crosses the timeline, the other Banks brother is guarding him. Over to Robertson. Back to Justice. Justice guarded by Jarius Jackson. Justice in the ISO. Hezzies crosses back outside, stolen by Banks. Austin Banks in transition, pushing it down the court. Banks inside, dribbles it back out, over to Jackson. Jackson, baseline, switches back to the middle, into Aaron Banks for a mid-range jump shot, and we are back to single digits here for the Huskies lead. And this game is all but over for the Miners. They are not going to give up easy. As Eli Robertson guarded by the younger of the Banks brothers.
I think we'll see Cody Morris take more shots this quarter.
I think we will. The beautiful move by Cody Morris. Spin move, snatch back for a corner three, just off. But Robertson is there for the rebound, and one by Eli Robertson. And what a move by Cody Morris right there, man. Really putting it on. We've yet to see that.
It's a move.
Spin move into a snatch back. Left Justin Barker lost. I am blown away by that move from the big man. And the entire team will come back. They're laughing a little bit about the move as Robertson converts the and one. It will put the lead back to 12 for the Huskies. And Banks guarded by Bonner. Over to May. May back to Austin Banks. Banks drives, kicks it to Jackson. Jackson over to Aaron Banks inside the high post. Aaron Banks will dribble it back out, give it up to his brother. Austin Banks with the ball. Double teamed out of the 3-2. Banks will drive, step back, try to get something going. Tipped by Matt Justice. Banks in the middle of the paint. Gives it up to Aaron Banks. Aaron Banks fakes the three. Back to Austin Banks for a deep three off the side of the rim. Rebound by Justice. Morris bringing it up in transition. Will give it up. Fakes it behind the back pass. Cross court to Burry. Burry inside. Finger roll layup is up and in. And a beautiful pass there from Cody Morris. And he's been quiet, saving some energy, it seems, but he might get active here in the later part of this game. As Aaron Banks goes all the way down the court just for it to roll out, we will see Grant Bonner throwing it up to Robertson. Robertson inside, between the legs, spin move. Floater is up and in. What a move by Robertson. And that kid has been all over the place today. As Banks drives in, Austin with a layup. High and off the glass. It is good. Huskies lead by 14. A minute and 30 before the Elim dead ball marking.
Kid's a winner. He wants to win.
He sure does. As Bonner will take the screen from Morris. Pick and pop. Morris guarded by Banks. A little bit of a size disadvantage here. Inside to Burry. Guarded by May. Out to Bonner. Bonner drives on Barker. Pump fakes inside out to Burry for a three off the right side of the rim. Rebounded by Aaron Banks. Aaron Banks up to Austin Banks. Austin in transition. Pull up three off the front of the rim. Rebound by Burry. Over to Justice. And Justice will slow this down. Never mind, he pushes the pace. Guarded by Jackson. Goes by two defenders. Drives inside. Dishes it off to Bonner. Bonner out to Cody Morris. Wide open. He will dribble it out. Give it inside to Burry. Burry pump fakes. Up. Blocked by Jackson, but we have a foul called. And that will put Burry at the line for two.
I'm not really understanding why he's not shooting the ball. He shoots at an excellent level.
At this point, it just looks like Morris is trying to save everything he has for the second game if they win. And we will see two subs coming in here for the Huskies after the first free throw. It looks like Evan Booth and Chase King will check in. His first for Burry, up and off. And Booth will sub in for Bonner. Chase King will not check in yet.
Checking in for the shooter.
That's what it seems to be. As Burry is ready to shoot his second, he is up and off the mark. No sub for King. Jackson bringing it down the middle of the floor. Guarded by Booth. Jackson, right side wing. High post to Banks. Banks over to Justin Barker in the corner. Three is off the side of the rim. It has hit the wire. That will be out of bounds. And it will be Huskies ball as Chase King checks in. We have a Mingo Central timeout with 30 seconds to go before the Elim score. And we will be right back on Mountain Dreams Media. You are watching the Rock the Island Alumni Tournament. Stay tuned. And we are back at the Rock the Island Alumni Tournament here on Mountain Dreams Media. The Huskies lead by 14. Eli Robertson will bring this up the court. Robertson guarded by Aaron Banks.
Looks like we're going to be heading to Elim inning.
And tipped out of bounds
off the kid's head
from Austin Banks. Getting the crowd into the game here a little bit. Justice will inbound. 14 seconds till the Elim score can be set. Morris with the ball. Guarded by Jackson. And it looks like the Huskies are going to try to walk this one out and get that Elim score going. If that is the case, if they call a timeout or there is a dead ball, the score will be set to 67. And the 4-minute mark, the Huskies will take a timeout, and your Elim score is officially set. First team to reach 67 will win the ball game. 8 to go for the Huskies, and 22 to go for the Miners. We will be right back here on Mountain Dreams Media after this break. Stay tuned. And we are back in the Willie Acres Arena here on Mountain Dreams Media during the Rock the Island tournament. Huskies need 8 points to win the game. Target score is set at 67. First team to reach will win. 22 to go for the Miners. Cody Morris guarded by Jackson, putting the moves on him. A half spin fadeaway three is good. 3-17 Steakhouse three from Cody Morris. And the crowd has been waiting for him to get going. What a move from Morris.
I think he's going to get going right here.
As Barker in the paint. It is stolen away from Morris. King grabs it, throws it up court to Robertson. Robertson guarded by Banks in the ISO. And this Huskies team is starting to put some moves out here. He steps back Drives baseline. Cross court to King. King will fake the three. Spin move inside the paint. Corner pass to Robertson. Robertson will pull over Banks for another 3-17 Steakhouse three from Robertson. And this Huskies team is on fire.
Looks like the championship game is going to be a good one.
2 points to go from the Huskies to win the game. Banks, sidestep three off the front of the rim. Rebound by King. King walking it up the floor. Guarded by May, but he steps out of the way. And Matt Justice will pull, trying to end this game off the back of the rim. Rebound by King. King in the high post. King wants to put this game to bed. Inside tough floater off the left side. Rebound by Booth to a wide open Matt Justice off the back of the rim again. Rebound by Aaron Banks. Banks will push this down the floor all the way. He will go up for a dunk and get rim stuffed. And he will lap it off with King as Morris pulls a deep three and will be off the side of the rim. And we're going to clear out and have a little fun here. Jarius Jackson will go up and punch one with ease. And it looks like this game is all over, folks, as we wait for the Huskies to score their final 2 points. Up by 18. Robertson will pull a 3-17 Steakhouse three, and that will be your ball game. The championship match is set. The Herbert Hoover Huskies versus the Logan Wildcats will take place after we honor Willie Akers here on Mountain Dreams Media during the Rock the Island Alumni Tournament. Stay tuned.